intrinsic to liberalism is this idea that you have to be liberating yourself from something. There's always got to be a bad guy. There's always got to be a boogeyman oppressor that you're overcoming. And the problem for the left right now in America is there just ain't that much oppression. There just ain't that much. They always talk about the white supremacists, the phantom white supremacists that are constituting the majority of Americans, and they're so evil and terrible. And that's why we've got to stand up and courageously say Black Lives Matter, even though that's a statement that everybody agrees with. Nobody disagrees with that statement. But we all have to pretend like there's a huge number of people here who disagree with that simple and obvious statement. And there just isn't. So for instance, when the allegedly peaceful protests turned violent, the mainstream media told us, well, it turned violent because of the white supremacists who showed up. Well, I'm looking at the footage. I don't see a lot of white supremacists. Oh, the big threat here is the Ku Klux Klan. The last image I saw of the Ku Klux Klan was an image from the Democratic governor of Virginia's medical school yearbook, okay, when he dressed up as a Klansman for Halloween, or possibly in blackface. We still don't know which one he was in. But it was one of those. The Ku Klux Klan, how many of them are there in the country? Like 4? But the media has to invent this phantom so that we can then overcome it and extricate ourselves from it. We might be able to celebrate in America that we have a period of, relative justice, equity, prosperity, liberty. Things are pretty good in this country, aren't they? But it just doesn't work. And so the left invents the phantom. They invent this phantom of institutional oppression without realizing the irony that they control all of the institutions, and it's only going to get worse, you see. It's not, I think some squishes on the conservative side of things, they think that if we can just prove to the left that no, actually, there isn't that much oppression, no, actually, we aren't racist, that then the left will say, okay, good. That's not how it works. The left is going to double down. They're going to try to gin up racial tension even more. They're going to try to divide people even more. They're going to try to invent even more racists and bigots because they need them to then overcome them. They need a villain. And guess what, Buster? No matter how just and nice and wonderful and equitable you are and kind, you've got to be that villain if you oppose the liberal left-wing agenda.